Hi there, how you doing? I just did a video on the story behind my lovely wife's I gotta get my Jeep, and how she ordered 3 of them before she settled on one. So it's me and my dog Scrappy today in the Jeep, actually. Top is down, as you can see. Woohoo! I'm gonna see if I can turn this around a bit. That should be right. There we go. So, anyway, as I was saying, and get that mirror out of the way. She ordered 3 of these things. And the manager was just like, okay, whatever. I mean, we had been to that dealer several times. And we bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vehicles from them. So they knew us fairly well. We bought her first Jeep there. We bought my truck, and then I had it totaled, and then I bought another truck from them. Then I had my motorcycle accident, and for some reason I had trouble driving the truck. I don't have any trouble driving anymore, but I needed a vehicle that was a little not so bouncy at the time, so I traded my truck in for a Grand Cherokee L, the Summit version, because at first I was going to be driving her Grand Cherokee, but she was like, no, I'm gonna have that new Grand Cherokee. So we had, of course, buy all bells and whistles, and then she felt bad because and I loved that truck, we traded in my truck, so she said, no, I guess you can have it. And she decided to keep the Grand Cherokee. Then we went to to Hawaii, rented a Wrangler. The first one was a Sahara, the second one was a Rubicon, because the Sahara had a check engine light come on, and I took it back to the rental place, and they gave us another one for a replacement so they can take it to the shop and figure out what was going on. Anyway, long story continued to be long. When we got back, she decided that she wanted to trade her older Grand Cherokee in for a Wrangler, and so the story goes. Since then, she has fallen in love with this thing, and as you can see, leather seats. For some reason, that was one thing that she just couldn't give up. Unfortunately, the Wrangler version doesn't come with the vented seats, which mine does. How it cools it off, not necessarily the heated seats. Why am I going this way? Oh, I know. Never mind. I'm driving and I'm in autopilot. Anyway, let me turn up the window because my dog's getting blasted by wind. There we go, buddy. Anyway, where was I? So she got the Wrangler, she fell in love with it, and I rarely get an opportunity to drive it because she's like, no, I want my Jeep, I want to drive my Jeep. And so the only time I ever get to drive it is when we're both going somewhere. And so it's normally we take my car when we both go somewhere, but if it's just somewhere around town or whatever, then it's, you okay, bud? Then it's this. So she's out of town with my son on a mother-son trip. So I'm driving the Jeep. I kind of like this too. I was tempted to trade my Grand Cherokee L in on a Wrangler 392. That's a badass Jeep right there. So my wife and son are in Boston, and they just saw the Cheers bar, which I think is pretty cool. They're gonna go there for dinner later or lunch later, whichever one. But that's pretty cool. You okay there, bud? My puppy dog is having a hard time. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm driving the Jeep. I'm having a good time in it. I'm not even doing like fast like I do in my own Jeep, because I don't want to mess this up or have some sort of mistake. And then I screw it up and she's like, oh my God, you hurt my Jeep. That's funny, isn't it? That's funny right there. Anyway, that's the long story of the Jeep acquisition. Like, subscribe, and share. I would love it if you guys would start passing this around and getting more followers, because this YouTube channel is very, very tiny. Anyway, check you later.